Hope you can see. Hello, hope you can see the presentation.
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you.
It is visible.
Yeah. We at REC, I can categorize our COVID response into 5. One is our contribution to the PM cares, and then we also provided 1 day salary of all the employees. And third is we also dedicated another 10 crore rupees, which we kind of used for innovative and also immediate relief of the migrant workers who are stuck in doing the power sector work. So that is the third area, including something like e-ticketing, which I will explain. And then fourth area is we also fast tracked some of our other projects and also made some adjustments. And fifth is directly our REC employees participated as volunteers. So these are the 5 areas that I can say. Let me go one by one. So to the PM cares, we provided almost 150 crores as funds, and in addition, another 10 crores we provided. Very interestingly, the one we had all these 20 regional offices across the country, and we on the March 28th, it is really a very interesting fast track uh, process of approvals and ensuring that the money or the relief is available in a very quick span. So we had everything was done on an e-office, the approvals, processes, everything in flat 1 or 2 days, and we also ensured that we have a long process of checklist, the detailed proposal, etc. We reduced it to just 1 page, so that and we worked with district commissioner's office, and we worked with the discoms, district distribution companies, and we also worked with the police, because these are the 3 people who are on the ground. Others were not allowed at during the lockdown, severe lockdown. So we worked with them and through our regional offices, and all approvals happened on a very quick span of say 3 to 4 days, and monies were released, and wherever our support was directly required, we provided. And in all, from then to, typically those were the 50-60 days where we provided a large support, and then we tapered off. If I have to put a number to that, roughly about 5 lakh kilograms of food grains, about 4.5 lakh meal packets, 10,000 liters of sanitizers, about 4,500 PPE kits, 2,500 gloves, 87,000 masks is what we distributed through this money. And we also supported the Delhi police almost for 2 months on a daily basis, distributing about 500 ration kits every day. In addition, we also, in our own campus in Gurgaon, we ensured that all workers stayed back, and we provided all the support that they required. And another, Safdarjung Hospital in Delhi is one of the biggest COVID designated hospital. We supported the health workers with providing meals, because they are working almost 12 hours every day. So we provided, since last 5 months, we have been providing this support. So in all, if we put a number to the, how many people have been benefited from this 10 crores, is about 100,000 people over the last, and this support period was something in the range of 20 to 30 days. If you put, in terms of the ration that they received for a period of time. Then, very interestingly, we worked with Mumbai Central, and they said, the ticket collectors have utmost risk because they have to touch the ticket or the mobile, or see the ticket. So there was, so what they came up with this idea, in fact, where they would like to do non-contact ticket verification system. So it was a, finally it looked like a very simple app. They call it, we call it a check-in master app. So both the passenger and the ticket collector has this app, and the passenger shows the QR code, and the ticket collector on his mobile, when he scans it, it will get registered in the form of the textual message that he would like to verify. So this was put into use, and we see this as a very good, scalable, and you have almost 7,000 platforms in India. Not only now, but I think it can be replicated beyond COVID time. COVID time, definitely it's extremely helpful no doubt about it. In fact, they have sent us a video, but we were asked not to play that. But nevertheless, so this app we feel is a very good intervention. In fact, it could also be used in airports where the police do the first scrutiny. So it has not only one place, but I am very sure half a dozen places one can think of in this non-contact verification system. So it is compatible. It is Android, iOS based, and it is safe. It is available easily on Google and Apple app stores, and sustainable. And it is not very costly. It's about 5 lakh is what we really spent on that. And you don't have to print that. And the next set of items is we fast track some of this. The say even simple things like ambulances. When the COVID actually came in, this is a picture in Mizoram, Mamit district, and there are no public transport in that place to take the COVID suspects and COVID patients to Aizawl. So they were using the DC's Bolero, so that how many trips it can make. So other private players were not ready to transport the COVID suspects or COVID patients. So he said, look, I want, we had already committed support, but he said, you have to make an adjustment to this support that I will go and go to Aizawl, and only Maruti Suzuki Eco vans are available on the this thing. So you will have to give me that waiver of buying only Maruti Eco ambulance vans. And so we fast tracked all the approvals, and he bought it, all the four, and dedicated it, and they started using it. I mean, it was of immense use for them. In fact, they sent us the commendation letter. So next one is, in Chandel, Manipur, it's an aspirational district. So we committed some support, but they said we want to fast track it because in any case, we were supporting transit hostels for the teachers because they don't have anything to stay or rent in the faraway schools. So they said, no, we would like to use it for COVID workers, COVID health workers. And we fast tracked all the approvals, and they also fast tracked the construction, and they started using it. And in Sikkim, hospital equipment, that was also kind of fast tracked. ICU equipment were provided, and at least about 30 different equipment on a fast track basis that was provided. In Ghaziabad, electric crematorium, which was not so much accepted socially, but to do the last rites of COVID affected people, it came of immense use where safe burning could take place. And Udham Singh Nagar, there's a large hospital of 300 bedded. So it was staying without for the last 5 years. Though the state government had invested about 40 crores, but want of another 15 to 20 crores, it was not complete. So we committed our support in January, but we fast tracked everything, and even the district administration fast tracked and converted 2 of the big wards into COVID wards, so that they would take care of the COVID patients, support and treating COVID patients, and also quarantine the COVID affected people. Okay, I think I pressed some wrong button over there, but nevertheless, I think that was almost the last slide. This is what I wanted to really present, that we have been, we call REC Cares. So under that tagline, we have been providing the supports that to respond to COVID. Thank you so much for hearing us.
Thank you. Thank you for this presentation. Other things are, of course, some, it's kind of money committed and, something fast tracked, but I'm more interested in the platform ticket, e-ticket. How did that work? Because can you please explain again how it works and whether it is being replicated in other places?
Right now, Mumbai Central came up with the request. Mumbai Central Railway Station came
Yeah.
up with the request. So they developed the app, and it is called Check-in Master Check-in app, Check-in Master app, and that is loaded on passenger as well as ticket collector's mobile. And as soon as the passenger comes in, his QR code is showed, and then on mobile, and the ticket collector also scans from that QR code, and it converts into text that they typically store. So it is being used in Mumbai Central Railway Station. We, as of now, we don't know whether it is replicated. We are tracking it.
Mumbai Central is a large railway station, so how many persons use it per daily?
We believe the footfall in Mumbai Central is exceeding 7 lakhs per day, but we do not know. The current level would be probably a little lesser because during the lockdown, and now it would have increased. But that was the number prior to lockdown.
Okay, thank you.
So we also understand that more than 100,000 downloads have happened.
This is called check-in.
Check-in Master app.
Acha. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So I request Mr. Srinivas to stop the screen sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Yeah, so thank you, Mr. Srinivas. Now we have Mr. Santosh Kumar Jha, Executive Director Operations from Container Corporation of India Limited. Can we have Mr. Jha from Container Corporation of India Limited? I guess is not available right now. So we can have another organization, that is Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, for the project COVID response. I would like to call Mr. Tanuj Upadhyay, General Manager. He is available. I request him to present his project.
Namaskar and good afternoon to all jury members, organization, those of Scotch, my fellow competing firms. It has been a very interesting session. We have learned a lot from each one of you. I am Rajarshi Gupta, the head of corporate strategy in ONGC, and I have with me my colleague Meghna from the Office of Data HR, Dr. Alka Mittal. We have a presentation on our COVID response throughout ONGC, what we did as a national oil company and the leading NOC of the country. So I would just like to take a step back and bring it out that, for the oil and gas industry, it has not